points without answering. First, I have to emphasize the labels left wing, right wing, which I've been using, are very contemporary in Israel. So in the 60s and in the 70s, it was Herut, the right wing party. The Likud were much more inclined to civil liberties and human rights in Israel, not the Labour Party, in terms of issues like torture, like the military administration within Israel until 1966. The Association for Civil Rights in Israel was established by people associated with what was the Liberal Party, who became part of the Likud, the right wing, not by a Labour Party. Okay, so it's not rigid, and we should take this into account. קלינגופר, הם לא היו אנשים מהמם, זה לא היה מפאי.
זה לא היה בגלל זכות האזרח, זה בכנסת.
בגין היה חושב לזכות אדם ממפאי.
בסדר, אבל לא...
English.
Sorry. Okay, there's some debate about the personalities. My point is, traditionally, the Labour Party in the 50s and the 60s were not talking in human rights terms, whereas what was then the right-wing Herut later became the Likud party, and at least some of its leaders were much more inclined to use civil liberties, at least rhetoric. Of course, they were still in opposition, so it's a different matter. Well, there was part of the unity government. Never mind. In terms of, actually, I'll be happy to send you the full paper, or you can find it online, because I actually do a taxonomy there of the full range of organization, and I've been focusing on the pro-state ones, but there are also other types of contemporary right-wing organizations using human rights. Part of them, like Rekavim or like others who are doing litigation, are generally pro-state, but they are frustrated by the state not activating its law enforcement machinery enough. So they kind of nudging the state. So placing the state in the middle between the left wing and the right wing, so nudging it. And then you also have a whole sector of legal aid, like Honenu and so on. So they're associated with the more radical right wing, who are much more alienated from the state, especially since the disengagement from Gaza, which is the big trauma for them in 2005. So they're very alienated from the state. Some of them have religious, messianic identity, so they don't see the state. And there's something, and many of them have been subject to real human rights violations in terms of detention, violence, torture, and so on. So there's something interesting there, because to the degree that you can see some convergence, it's actually coming from the more radical militant right wing, who can join with the more established human rights organizations in critique of the police, of the Shabak, the General Security Service, sometimes of the prosecution service. So that's a very interesting synergy which is going on there, and I'll talk to you later.
Carolyn and Laura.
Yeah, I